Good morning, my dear students. My name is Palash Biswas, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, the JIS College of Engineering, held on Kolani in West Bengal, in India. My lecture is the subject name is Materials Handling and subject code ME704C. The materials handling subject is the basically interdisciplinary subject, and this subject is read in mechanical engineering department student in the 7th semester, and also the civil engineering department also read this subject in the 6th semester examinations. And this semester, the 7th semester mechanical engineering department students read this materials handling subject, and also this is the 3 credit subject, and 3 class held in this mark weeks. And today discussion the introduction to basic materials handling, and basically the required to some distinction of this the basic materials handling, the outlines of this subject, definition of materials handling, definite of and limitations of materials handling, classifications of materials. The basically this subject syllabus is the given in our departmental website also. And first we have to define the what is the materials handling. The basically you can see the different type of packaging system will be given in this one. The materials handling is basically the materials is handled in the different industry, that's like our the production industry as well as or the manufacturing industry, and our this the civil engineering department, that like the different type of constructions, each and everything we have to consider as a materials, and this materials will be handled properly. There is the safely and securely, there is no damage and defect will be considered during to this the material transfer times. Okay, and this is the very important things, because of the materials handling is the very essential for each and every industry, because of you cannot be properly handled your materials, then this will be defect will be comes. And you can see that this is the on different figures will be given. This first one is considered, this is the different is the packaging systems will be done, and also you have to do cartoon will be used, and this cartoon will be used to the transfer materials properly. And this is the oil industry, you can see the hydraulic different type of systems will be done here, and this will be the car type equipment will be given, that this will be transferred this materials. And another is right bottom corner is given, this is the sheet metals, and the sheet metals is transferred from this way, and this is the sheet metals type of materials. And the materials handling definition, material handling is the movement, storage, control and protection of materials, goods and products throughout the process of manufacturing, distribution process including their consumptions and disposal. And this is the very essential for the each and every industry, for the distribution process including their consumption as well as disposal. And during to this the power plant engineering, the hazardous the equipment, the hazardous materials will be found, and this will be the dangerous situation will be created in our human beings, just like our society. Then disposal is the very important facts due to our environmental waste, and also this will be save our the environmental pollutions. And the materials handling is the art and science of moving, storing, protecting and controlling materials. Materials handling is the movement and storage of materials at the lowest possible cost and through the use of proper methods and equipment. And the materials handling is the art and science of conveying, elevating, positioning, transporting, packaging and storage of materials. And basically the materials handling is the function of moving the right materials to right place in the right time, in the right amount, in sequence and in the right condition of minimize production cost. And this is the very essential each and every time, and the every places according to this the right times, right amount in this sequence of in the right condition. That like our the cooking is in our every home, then this the each and every materials will be close to the kitchen, and also this will be considered is the uh, good foods. Okay, similarly, the in our manufacturing industry, when we have to reducing in our manufacturing cost, and our manufacturing cost including our labor cost and also the overhead cost, each and everything so you have to require due to the right times you have to take in your materials according to the right amounts, because of you the excess amount of materials is placed in the close to your the production hub, then this type of materials will be required to the storage, the on places will be required, and for this the right times, right amount and this right condition will be coming. According to this scenario, the in Japan's the Toyota company will be considered the just in time. That's like the customers will be given order, then this order quantity will be produced to this the customer satisfaction. Accordingly, the we have to require the same amount of materials. That like the right amount of materials will be taken to this the company, and also it will be purchased the right amount. No, the excess amount of materials will be purchased, and also the right sequence also will be the purchase. Okay, and there is the no excess amount, and also there is the no excess place will be required, and also you have to reduces the our place as like as our storage cost and like as our inventory, then you have to supply your product will be the uh, least cost, and the least cost will be essential each and every production industry, because of our the market survey, then this will be the competition will become in our markets, then you have to less cost, and also you have to product to this the good quality product, then your company will be survived for the long run, and this will be the popularity for this the just in time in this the Japan, because of you have to there is the no control in our inventory, because of the no excess amount of materials will be required, and no less amount of materials will be in these systems, then this will be the according to your the customer requirement, the minimum amount of quantity and the right times and also the right sequence of materials will be supplied to this the production units, and then this will be the supply this the assemble part of this materials, and this is the provide the right amount, right materials and the right time, right condition, right place, and the right position, right sequence, right cost and the right methods, and all are included to this the proper or the good materials handling procedures, and the essential requirements of good materials handling system may be summarized as the efficient and safe movement of materials to the desired place, timely movement of the materials when needed, supply of materials at the desired rate, storing of materials utilizing minimum space, lowest cost solution to the materials handling activities, and these are the things we can consider. This will be the summaries of this materials handling systems, and the importance of materials handling. That we can see that is materials handling importance is the very mass, because of the we cannot be properly handle your materials, that like the our product. Okay, when we have to buying anything any product from this markets, but we cannot be properly and safely the taken in your home, then your the whole rupees will be destroyed, and then you have to handle your materials properly, then your the this will be reached to your home safe and securely. For this this is the very much importance of your materials handling, and the good materials handling systems may have the following benefits: the reduced cost by utilizing space to better advantage, increasing productivity, and your productivity will be increased according to this the good materials handling system, because of the your required materials you have to the supply to this the proper time, and as your the proper sequence, then there is the no delay will be come on your the production units, and also there is the no hazardous environment will be created in your the production unit, there is the no excess place will be required to your the production unit. For this, this will be the uh, increasing the productivity and also the increasing of your productivity, and then you have to supply to your the customer satisfaction, and there is the no uh, waiting for your required, then this will be the increase the productivity, and also the your industry benefit will be comes, making a few numbers of effective movements. And basically we can see the different places the a materials can be handled the more than one times this will be movement found. But this is the very difficult for this the mouse number of movement or the more number of movement will be comes in your the materials handling systems, then this will be the less number of production will be increased, and basically the more number of storage system will be given, then your production cost will be high. For this, you have to making a few number of effective movements, not is the more number of movements will be comes out, and the reduce waste by the basically you have to transfer and this good materials handling system, and there is the intermediate storage system will be less, then your reduce the waste because of your more number of storage will be comes, then your materials will be waste the maximum. That's like our sand, the sand particles and this type of small particles materials you have to movement from this the one place to the another place, then the more number of storage will be given, then the each and every places few materials will be lost. Okay, and then you have to damage your materials. For this, the eliminating damage to materials during the handling process, you have to reduce waste. And another thing is the maintaining proper control over the in and out of stroke handling process. And another things that you have to maintain the proper control. That's like you have to proper maintenance will be comes, and that's like in our courier serviceman gives through supply the different quantity of materials when you have to the order by this the online systems. Okay, then this courier means, and this will be not pick and place in the on the manufacturer to this the customer. This is the in between of this the manufacturer and the customer. The so many intermediate person will be there, and that on this will be so many places. This is the pick and drop. Okay, and for this this is the difficulty will become, but you have to require to this the good packaging system also will be there, and during to this the good packaging system there is the less damage of your the materials. For this this will be the reduced waste by your the proper materials handling systems, and the improve working conditions by, and basically you have to given this the good materials handling procedures, and then your the working condition will be the improved. Basically that like our different type of furniture, when you have to transfer from this the one place to the another place during to this the transferable job persons, and he will be the more furniture will be buy, and according to your the home decoration, then this furniture will be transferred from this the one place to the another place. Then you can see there is the unsafe when you have to consider to the careless condition. Okay, for this this will be the defective during to this the transfer from this the one place to the another place, and one station to the another station. Then you have to require the good materials handling procedures, then providing safer working condition, and also reducing from the worker fatigues, and this will be required to this the worker fatigueness also will be required. Improve the efficiency of the plant by, and basically the good materials handling systems we have to improve some plant efficiency, providing the better organization of storage facility. You can see that this is the figure, and different type of packaging also will be done during to this process, and also this packaging will be done to this the good materials handling procedure. Suppose that this is the one cartoon, and this is the another cartoon will be considered. One is the on trolley will be there. This will be the that's like a dolly system will be comes in these systems, and this will be transferred this materials on that means the packaging materials, and during to this the so many person will be properly care to this the product, and also the proper packaging will be done during these procedures, and you have to handle this materials very easily, because the you can see the more than one package, the so many number of packages, these are six cartoon will be transferred the one place to the another place during to this the dolly system, and there is the less labor will be required to this the transfer this materials, because of the good materials handling systems will be maintained. Okay, and this one is another person, and you can see the this one will be the uh, materials will be properly transferred to this the one place to the another place, and also you can see some wire and the different type of scrap materials will be transferred, and this will be gathered and one place, and again you have to transfer the this one, and you can see another thing that this is the four wheeled this is the truck, industrial trucks will be transferred the some materials, and properly there is the no damage of this materials, and another things you can see this is the stack of these materials, and this stacking materials will be transferred, and also this will be maintained the properly, the stacking system will be done in our house and in our the production units, and also the each and everything, so you can see because of the stacking system that like our the in our industry, that like our JS College of Engineering, you can see our the lab examination copy will be stacking the properly, because of we have to maintain these materials in the long runs, because of the different times we have to require to the submitted this these materials, and limitation of this the materials handling. Basically the few limitation will be there during to this the materials handling system. Additional capital cost involved in any materials handling systems. And another thing is that once a materials handling system get implemented, flexibility for further changes gets greatly reduced. With an integrated materials handling system installed, the failure stoppage in any portion of it leads to increased downtime of the production systems, and materials handling system needs maintenance. Is any addition to materials handling means the additional maintenance facility and cost, and this will be required the maintenance facilities and cost also. Suppose the your materials handling equipment will be used, then your materials handling equipment will be maintenance the time to time. Either it cannot be transfer your materials properly, for this the maintenance facility is the best, very essential, and sometimes the maintenance cost will be involved in your the materials handling systems. And another thing is that unit handling, that means the unit load, and the all time when the good materials handler consider a converted to this the one unit. That's like our tourist tour time. Suppose the you have to tour the long tour you have to given. That's like the your family go to the Simla. Then you are the record to the good packaging procedure. Either your the few materials will be the break inside of your the bag. Then you have to properly package your bags, and consider to this the one unit. Now this will be less defective will become, and few times you have to lose my bag when the more number of more bags will be take in your family, and also you have to transfer the long distance, then you have to consider the all things to put up the on bags, and that like the big size this will be a trolley will be comes due to the good materials handling procedure, because of your the less report will be given. For this the you have to consider to this the unit handling procedures. In manufacturing operations, it converts the handling of formed materials in the initial, intermediate and final stages of manufacture. It involves the handling of unit loads ranging from points to locomotives, and you have to transfer this one, and you can see the first is the different cartoon, and also this will be given a number, and this is the pallet you can see, and during to this pallets you have to very easily transfer without touching on this the cartoon, because of you have to the put this hand to this pallet, and you have to very easily the put on this And another thing is, you can see this will be the cartoon, and the box you can see bottle. Okay, the all things you have to transfer through your the materials handling procedures. And you can see that this is the on car, and during to this car you have to put in this, the four bottles are packed in a small box. You can see that just like got the Coca-Cola bottle, and this will be transferred very easily. There is a no breaking, and also the damage will be come during this the transferring procedures, because of this will be the good materials handling procedure. Another thing is that the four small boxes are packed in one carton. You can see the four box will be packed in a one carton, and the four carton packed in a one pallets. And you can see this will be the four carton will be packed on a pallet, and also this pallet will be transferred. And the all things you have to put in a four wheel or the six wheel vehicles, and also this will be transferred very easily. And another thing is essential, the classification of materials. Basically the different type of materials will be transferred, and just like the or heavy loaded materials, the dust type particles, and also the sand type particles, and the different type of materials we have to transfer. Just like the hydraulic materials also you can transfer. The classification refers to the systematic divisions, division, grouping, or categorizations of materials or storage items with reference to some common characteristics. Classification of materials can be made on different bases, namely nature, manufacturing process, value, purpose, etc. And basically the different type of nature of our materials. Then you have to require to this the classification of the nature of this materials. That's like the liquid, fluid, solid, and the different different type of unordered shape type of materials. You can see the manufacturing process depends on this the different manufacturing process, and you have to classification on our materials. And the value, and a few times we can consider the less value type of materials you have to transfer the one way, and the high value type of materials you have to transfer to this the another way. And also this will be maintained to this the properly according to your the value and also the purpose. And a few times we can see the least cost, but the purpose will be very high. Then you have to transfer this the according to this the classification of this purpose. For identification of materials being purchased and stored, it is necessary that they should be properly classified. The storage in charge should make a close study of materials during the process of storage for purpose of their. And basically the storage times, this different type of purpose will be considered. And according to this the cost of these materials, the according to the quantity of these materials, and the where these materials will be safe, and where these materials will be first time used on this industry, and why which places you have to store these materials, and the least time of movement will be, types of movement will be required. Okay, and all things you have to consider according to your the material storage. In this those person will be considered on the safe custody, meticulous handling and storing, and the protection from the damage, fire, pilferage, spoilage, etc. And all things will be considered a storeman. Okay, and or the storekeeper. And the storekeeper and the all will be considered according the this will be the inventory control will be considered according to your the materials movement. And because you have to consider the maximum more inventory will be considered as the more order you have to take it. Okay, and then this will be the materials handling, good materials handling procedure will be considered to this the inventory control also. And this will be considered the safe custody, and the safe type of materials will be very essential. Because of the few places you can see the fire will be occurred. That's like the different type of during to this the last 5 years we can see the different industry that fire will be done, and this will be very difficulties, and also dangerous situation will be created. For this we cannot be storage in order the basement the explosive materials, and also this will be creating some fire or the dangerous situation will be creating. Okay, that like the uh, more damage of materials, then this will be the scrap materials will be considered, and this is the loss for your the industry, and also this will be production cost is the high due to the maximum damage. Then this will be difficulties to arise in our survive on our the industry as well as the or social beings, and as or the economic condition and the in our marketplaces. The board classification according to the materials, nature, use and service can be done in the following classes. Just like the raw materials. The raw materials is very important for each and every industry, because of you have to depends on this the final or the finished product that depends on this the raw materials. You have to given the good quality raw materials, then your finished product also will be good. The you given the less quality of raw materials, your finished product not will be the so good. For this the raw materials is the very essential, and also few times you can see the production of raw materials and also the manufacturing unit to this the close to then this will be the benefited to this the transportation cost is the less, and also manufacturing will be the low cost. Manufacturing product will be the low cost, for this will be the benefited. But the another thing is that the raw materials transfer the very minutely, and also this will be the less amount of defect, and the less amount of loss will be considered during to this raw materials transfer from the one place to the another place. Consumable storage, and the few materials we can consider according to this the consumable, and each and every day you have to consume some materials, and you have to storage this type of materials the in front of your places, and because of there is the node storage to this the so far distance, because of you have to consume the each and every day, and also this will be very essential for this the every moment. And the machinery and plant, and the machinery and plant you have to handling is the properly, because of the equipment not will be used the every day, okay, and for this you have to make proper maintenance also will be considered, because of the good materials handling person also will be the maintain your the machinery parts each and every day, and also this will be the transfer one place to the another place, then this will be the proper packaging procedure will be done during to this the machinery parts, and these machinery parts will be considered the most attention when you have to transfer, because of the this transfer times this is the more weight, and also the uneven particles will be there during to this the machinery parts, and sometimes will be dangerous things will be creating due to the transfer procedures, and also the danger zone will be creating. And the equipment, the factory and office, each and every places that like the your factory and this and the as well as your office, the equipment transfer will be the more attention, and inflammable storage, and we can see the different type of inflammable storage will be there, and the chemical, and suppose you have to transfer your chemicals, then the extra carefulness will be required, because of the chemical will be creating dangerous, and also the explosive chemicals will be there, and a few times we have to break this chemical bottle or the packets, then this will be the dangerous situation will be creating. For this the chemical handling with the proper safety precaution maintained, and furniture and fixture, and this will be required to this the some packing procedure, and this will be transferred from this your materials from the one place to the another place, and this will be the extra care will be required. The scrap materials, and basically the scrap materials will be transferred, then this will be the less carelessness will be there, but the few times we can see the scrap materials is the heavy loaded materials will be found, and this scrap materials will be transferred, and the proper safety precaution will be maintained. Either the dangerous anytime any accident case will be occurred during to this the transfer of the scrap materials, and the packaging materials, and also the general storage, and the general storage, and the few materials will be the less importance, but these materials will be the uses and every day, then these materials will be storage the generally, and in general, and also the classification and codification codification of bulk material based on the lump size. And basically the codification is the very important things, because of in our the inventory control you have to consider the bill of materials. That's like the you have to the given some code in your the a storekeeper will be maintained when you have to consider that this type of materials is available in your the store. Then your storekeeper putting a code in the computer, and also this will be show up on your the computer screen. Then this person will be told that these materials will be available in our store. Okay, and for this is the very essential for this the codification. Like our the medical storage, we can see the few times there is the no online system or mode will be there, but this will be coded some the different type of medicine in this the different places. You have consider the one rack we have to putting only the gas recovery medicine, and the another rack we have to putting some this the paracetamol types of medicine, and the another time we have places we have to only the ointment. Just like you have to codification will be recorded, and also this will be the stacking on this material during to this the rack system. And the bulk materials based on the lump size, and we have to place to this the bulk materials. Few times we have to see the according to this the lump size, the heavy large size lump and also the small size, this will be places to this the different places. And flowability also will be required the during to this the flowability, abrasiveness, bulk density, and the various other characteristics have been specified by the BSI specification number is 8730 is to 1997. We have to consider. And the objective of materials handling, we can see the materials handling few objectives will be the available, and the one is the materials handling involves the movement of materials manually or mechanically in batch or one item at a time within the plant. The movement may be horizontal, vertical, or the combination of horizontal and vertical. And the overall objective of materials handling is to reduce production cost. This general objective can be subdivided into more specific goals, such as to increase the equipment and the space utilizations, to reduce cost, to increase capacity, to improve the working condition, to improve customer service. And to improve the customer service, this will be the very much essential. And the function of materials handling, basically the few functions will be there. The basic function of materials handling is to choose the most appropriate materials handling equipment which is safe and can fulfill materials handling requirement at the minimum possible overall cost, and to choose production machinery and assist in plant layout so as to eliminate and as far as possible the need of materials handling. Basically the function of materials handling equipment is a very important, because of the the two-wheel vehicles, four-wheel vehicles will be used to the materials as a materials handling equipment, and this will be used. Then your the transfer cost also will be the less, and also the machinery equipment also will be used. And another thing is that in the production industry, the different type of two-wheel vehicles or the two-wheel vehicles you have to use, the labor is the less, effort will be given, and the more type of materials will be transferred from the one place to the another place. In general, the function of good materials handling systems include using the principle of centralization, unit load, or catalyzations aimed at moving optimum number of pieces in one unit. Safe, standard, efficient, effective, appropriate, flexible, and proper size materials handling equipment should be selected. To employ mechanical aim as place of manual labor in order to speed up the materials movement. To minimize the movement involved in a production operation. Basically the changes in sequence of production operations may be suggested in order to minimize backtracking and duplicate handling systems. And the handling equipment arrangement should minimize distance moved by product, and at the same time handling equipment should not interfere with the production line. And sometimes you can see to minimize the distance moved by adapting shortest routes to design container package, drum, etc. to economics handling and to reduce damage to the material in transit, to utilize gravity for assisting materials movement whenever possible. Materials handling equipment should periodically be restored to check up, repair and maintenance. And the MCQ types of question on this, the materials handling system, we can say the materials handling consists of movement of materials from the one machine to another machine, one shop to another shop and storage to shop, and this will be the answer. The economy in materials handling can be achieved by the employing gravity feed movement, minimize distance of travel by carrying materials to destinations without using manual labor, and the principle of unit load state that the materials should be moved in a lot. This will be the principle of unit loads. And another thing is that the forklift truck is used for lifting, lowering and vertical transportation will be there. And another thing is that the student assessment during to this the examination, basically the two assessment procedure will be done. One is the internal assessment and the external assessment, that like or the semester examination. Internal assessment will be done during to this the 30 marks and the semester examination is the 70 marks. These 30 marks is comes from the two internal examination held for 1 hour duration for 30 marks. These 30 marks is the converted to this the 15 marks, and also the average of this the two internal examination we have to obtain to this the 15 marks, and again attendance is the 5 marks, assignment is the 10 marks, and the total of this the two internal exam average of two internal examination, attendance and assignments, this will be obtained to this the out of 30 marks, and this way we have to consider to this assessment of the students. And another thing, the whole the assignment and the attendance will be considered according to the 80% attendance, this will be obtained the 5 marks, and the assignment will be time to time will be submitted, then students will be provide this the marks. Okay, thank you. And the next classes we have to discuss about the basic materials handling equipment. Thank you.